Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Storyblok course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless creator. As always, you can get a hold of me right there. There's my email address, marcelo@headlesscreator.com. Give me an email, send me an email with any questions you have, feedback, comments. If you have ideas, send them over. We'll stream those out. I really appreciate that. Today, our presenter is back for a second time. She's Alba Silvente Fuentes. She's a Nux and Storyblok ambassador, and she's going to show us how to work with Tailwind CSS library and rich text fields inside of Storyblok. So you'll see that whole workflow in just a minute. But as always, you know this process. You guys have been here before. You know how this works. Go ahead and register at headlesscreator.com. Get your free account. That way you can get the on-demand version of this lesson. And there's Alba right there. You can see her. But you will have access to the entire Focus on Storyblok course right there, along with all my other courses, as you know, especially Content Modeling Weekly. I'm super passionate about content modeling. You'll have, there's like 42 lessons there and many more coming up. Lots of other focus on courses and the Discover Headless Tech, which, by the way, this morning after this stream, I'm going to be having a conversation on how to migrate from a legacy CMS into a headless CMS. That's going to be an interesting conversation with Larry Swanson on the Discover Headless Tech podcast. So get your free account. Register there, headlesscreator.com. And that is all I'm going to say about marketing. No more marketing, I promise. That's it. I have to tell you guys about this. Oh, by the way, you know, my goal has always been 1,000 registered users by the end of the year. Today, this morning, I woke up to 903 registered users, and I believe I have more now. So I think I'm going to be hitting 1,000 by the end of September, maybe sooner, who knows. So thank you to everybody for your support. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and restart the intro here because the on-demand version has absolutely no marking at all. We'll jump right into the interview with Alba, and then we'll go into the lesson. So I will see you all in just 10 seconds. Well, hello, and welcome to another lesson of the Focus on Storyblok course. I am Marcelo Lewin, the Headless Creator. As always, get a hold of me right there, marcelo@headlesscreator.com. Send me any questions, comments, any questions you have for the presenter today. I'll pass it on to Alba. Ideas, whatever you like, just send me an email and I'll get back to you within 24 hours. And speaking of Alba, today she is back to present Alba Silvente Fuentes, so you know her entire name. But she's back today to present another lesson. Today we're going to be focusing on Tailwind CSS and how to use that library along with the rich text fields of Storyblok. Now, I'm not going to tell you anything else about Alba because I just brought her in. Alba, hello there.
Hi. Hi, Marcelo. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine.
I'm glad you're back. And this won't be the last time. You got another lesson coming up after this, right?
That's right.
What's the next lesson you're going to be doing?
If I need to remember, I don't remember.
Okay, I'll tell you then. That's okay. That's all right. No worries. You know, you're so busy. I always see you like writing blog articles. I don't know how you write.
Yeah,
I mean, I tried writing a blog article and I can get started. I can never finish it. Do you have you know what? I always ask people about their backgrounds, but they can go to the previous lesson to learn that about you. How do you write an article and finish it? Give us tips on that.
Well, when you start, it's easier because you don't have so much complicated things coming up. But when you start writing articles and you have a lot of articles, the next article will be better because you are so conscious about what you need to cover and all the sections. So it increases the difficulty when you are writing a lot. So the first article I write, you will see that it's short. Maybe in 10 minutes you can read it. But the last article I made, maybe you need 40 minutes, an hour to read it. Yeah.
But it takes discipline to write. Like for me, doing videos, like I do streams and all this, absolutely no problem. I can do 100 streams a week and I'm okay, no problem. Whoa. But sitting down and focusing on writing an article, it's hard for me.
Yeah, for me, it's the opposite. For me, a
Oh,
video is worse because I need to think on how I need to speak, and if I remember everything, I will do it wrongly. So I need to improvise, and improvising, I make mistakes, and it's weird. So, yeah,
oh.
you make it so well. So I think you're doing
Well,
pretty well
well,
in
thank you, and
video.
you do the same thing with blogs, and you do great
Thank you.
with our video too. Obviously, you presented here before. So, alrighty. So, I always end our interviews with something personal. Last time we talked about food. What was your favorite food?
Yeah, Spanish omelette with potatoes.
Okay, that's right. It was that. It
Yeah.
wasn't paella because I was thinking that was what it was going to be because you're Spanish,
Yeah,
right?
but the
But
rice is like once a month is okay, but
oh, I see. Okay. So obviously, everybody knows I'm a huge fan of movies. You say you like movies. Tell us one favorite movie that's popular worldwide, and then something that is from the Spanish cinema, because I know
okay.
you guys have a really good cinema.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Well, in the world, well, I will say Loki. Well, not Loki the series, the
The
TV's
movie.
the TV shows. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the TV show is so cool, but Marvel in general, I'm so yeah. It's like we're opposite because I'm not so lover of Star Wars. I prefer Marvel. Yeah.
I think there. I don't know if you see it. There it is. I have a whole Star Wars wall there.
But I love the Thor history that is not so popular. I don't know why in Marvel. It's like Thor is the bad guy that they don't want to see at all. But I like Loki,
I
and
see.
the scenes behind him is like so good. Yeah,
So I'm with
the
you.
dark.
Out of all Marvel characters, I think Loki is the one that I love to hate the most. Like you love
Yeah,
him and you hate him at the same time. I
yeah,
think it's a good
yeah,
character.
yeah.
I was not impressed with the series. I still liked it, but I wasn't. I was. It was. I was looking for more, and it just didn't deliver for me.
Well,
I
when
don't.
I see Owen, the other actor, I
Hmm.
fell in love because I love so much that actor, and when I see it
He's a good
with
actor.
Loki, yeah.
Yeah,
So I love
definitely.
it just for the yeah because I
Just
know
for,
them before this.
right,
That's
right.
it.
Okay, now people are confused because they think we're talking about cinema. We're not. Real quick, what is your favorite Spanish movie? And then we'll start.
That's difficult, but ocho apellidos vascos.
What
Yeah,
is it
it would
called?
be ocho apellidos vascos. Eight surnames, basque surnames. Yeah,
Okay.
and there
And
is no
what's the genre?
translation.
Comedy? What is
It's
it?
comedy. It's comedy.
It's a comedy.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because the comedy is the best in
The
Spain.
best for
Yeah.
you. Okay, perfect. All right, that's it. We'll get started. I'm going to show your screen right now. And I'll wait for you to move the thing over there. And okay, there we go. So we're seeing your screen. Perfect.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
as always, if any of you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll ask Alba. Alba, I'll jump in if I have any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to go on mute.
Perfect. Nice. Thank you. Well, first of all, just to present the demo project I create for these lessons. The first one, you will see it in the first lesson we have, improving web performance using the image that I explained like 2 weeks ago. And then we will jump into the next lesson that is today, the Ristes Storyblok field that we will style with CSS. First of all, I want to introduce you the Ristes format and also the Ristes field of Storyblok, because maybe you already work with it, but not all everybody knows about it. So the Ristes format is just, imagine that you are writing content and you have a plain text without any styles. Well, if you want to give it a style, you can use maybe Markdown and style adding hashtag for a titles of things like that. But with the Ristes format, you can add it just in simple clicks with a toolbar that they will create for you. So the Ristes field, you can format things like code blocks, the same as Markdown, but the content editors doesn't need to read the guidelines on how to create a file because they will already have a toolbar that will help them. And we will see it in the Storyblok dashboard now, so you can imagine how it is. And for the Ristes field in a Storyblok, there is a slightly thing that you need to know is that when you are getting this content, it will be in a JSON format that we will see later. But this JSON format is a structure that you will see these blocks and you will render in your application which block correspond to each tag in HTML. So let's see in a Storyblok how it is the Ristes field. And we will see here, as I told you, that we have a bar where you can select the type of block you are sending. For example, if you have a coding line, so you will have this text as coding line, you will just select this and that's it. The other things will be always a paragraph. And if you want a heading, you can choose what heading it will be, simply as clicking and selecting what type of heading you will want. And basically that's it. And for example, in this case, as we are in a Storyblok, we have different elements that we will not have in any of the Headless CMS we have, unless they were created their own. But basically, when you go to the configuration of the Headless field, you will see that you can customize the toolbar, the toolbars items that we were selecting before. We just can select some of them and not so